Hello, this is Bonnie. Welcome to our live.
Hello, this is Lisa.
Yes, since the coronavirus have been spread all over the world, so we have to meet you online during this Canton fair. It is better to stay at home now if you have to go outside. Please wear a mask and wash your hands frequently.
Yes, please to take care of yourself.
Yes.
And today we will make a presentation of our products.
Yes.
It's the Pwm controller to you today. There are 4 parts for this presentation. The part 1 is the Pwm controller Fts series.
Yes.
And the part 2 is for the Fts series. And the part 3 is the Mppt controller STMP series, this one. Yes, and the part 4 is the comparison of this above 3 series.
Okay, let's begin our part 1. In this part, we will going to introduce our Pwm controller FTC series to you. Yes, it's this one.
Yes, FT series solar controller adapt the Pwm, as you can see here, write down the Pwm controller. Controller, and it is the 12 volt, 24 volt. There are 2 colors, as you can see, the green color and the orange color. From 10 ampere to 14 ampere, there are 2 USB.
Yes.
It's the 5 volt 1 ampere and the 5 volts and 2 ampere, but not you have USB at the 15 ampere and the 16 ampere.
And this series of solar controller only supports AVM or GL-lead-AC battery. If you want to build a solar system, just send the rated power of each appliance and the hours of appliances to be used. We will calculate how many watts and pieces controller you need.
Yes, here are some features shown on the menu button. From the survey, there are 3 back buttons.
Yeah.
Let's look at the first one. When you press it for several seconds, it will show you something. And for the second button, as you can see, press it, it will have the battery voltage and the recharging current and the real temperature and the PV charging voltage, etc. If you press the first second,
yes, and if you press the third second, the light will turn on.
Yes.
As we can see, the nearest of this line, there are 6 pieces terminal. These 2 are connected to the solar panel, and these 2 are connected to the battery, and these 2 are connected to the DC loads.
This series is handling design, which is convenient to install.
Yes, especially it has PWM charging mode, power off auto memory function, extreme lower power consumption, built-in reverse protection, and short circuit protection. It is suitable for small power solar products such as solar light street and DC load products.
Yes. Now we need to pay attention to the install the solar controller. When you try to connect it, the solar controller must be connect the battery first, so that the solar regulator can identify the system volt and connect with the solar panel and the DC load.
Okay.
You also need to pay attention to the correct connection between the positive and the negative
Yes,
electrode.
this is the positive and this is the negative.
Yes.
Okay, that's all the introduction of FTC series. It is the start of Pwm Solar Controller. As we can see the sample, it has large LCD display and 2 USB, 5 volt 1 ampere, and this one is 5 volt 2 ampere. And we will show you another one. If you have any questions or interest about this product, you can contact us by the Facebook or the YouTube channel, or you can add our WeChat or WhatsApp number. We will show you the details if you can add us. Okay.
Yes, and the connecting of the product we will show you later.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Let's go on.
we will show you another controller.
Yes. As a professional manufacturer of household products, we have many kinds of solar controller. Now we will introduce another one, Fts Solar Controller. Yes, it's this one. This is our sample. As we all know, solar controller can apply in home, farm, office, and industry. As you can see, it is green and black color.
Yes. Yes, it's fashionable. The green color is our favorite color. Now many customers want to OEM the green color. And our ST series have 3 modes, from 10 ampere to 13 ampere. It's the 12 voltage and 24 voltage.
Yes, as we can see, the solar controller is connected with the battery and solar panel. External battery should be 12 or 24 volt, 100 to 150 Ah. When it comes to the solar panel specifications, Fts 10 ampere, rated current is 10 ampere, external battery is 12 volt. The solar panel specifications we recommend is 100 to 150 watts and 80 volts. If external battery is 24 volt, the solar panel we suggest is 100 to 150 watts and 36 volts.
Yes, and the FTS 10 ampere and the 13 ampere are the same. The rated currents are 20 ampere and 13 ampere. Recommend the solar panel specification for the battery for the FTS 20 ampere is the 12 volt system. Recommend is the 200 volts. The input voltage is 18 volts. And for the 24 system, recommend is the 300 watt. The input voltage is the 36 volts. And the 13 ampere is the 12 system. Recommend 300 watts. The input voltage is 18 volts. 24 volts system recommend is 415 watts. The input voltage is 36 volts.
Yes, about the rated current, of course, if customer needs bigger ampere, we also can do it. We support OEM, fast ready the goods and efficient service to our customers.
We have enough stock for our customer. After payment, the next day, we send the goods to the cargo. Free Guangzhou cargo delivery.
Yes, great, Lisa. Could you please tell us the solar controller standby current and working temperature?
Okay, its standby current is lower 10 ampere and working temperature from minus 35 degrees and to 16 degrees.
Well, let's look at the sample. The size for the sample is the length is 125 mm and the width is 34 mm and the height is 86 mm. It is the same size for 10 to 30 ampere. and it is 200 grams for one pieces. It is 100 pieces for one carton. Let's begin to introduce each part. As we can see, the top left is our product name, Solar Charger Controller, and the top right left is the brand name.
Yeah. Now, our brand already opened the market in the South Country. Our company strongly and promotes all over the world.
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's begin to introduce more details. And this is MCU control. Teresa, could you please explain the MCU control?
Okay, it's the shift control. Control the solar panel charging.
And what about this? Settable voltage.
Settable voltage is the Fts Solar is the solar controller suitable for three type battery. The first one you can see is the lead AC battery, and the charging voltage is the 14.3 volt.
Yes.
And the second one is the lithium ion battery. The charging volt is the 12.7 volt. The lithium first is the first phase battery. The charging volt is 13.6 volt.
Okay, that's cool. And this is the timer function. And this is the full protection. There are overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, and open circuit protection, and battery reverse protection.
Bonnie, you forget one important function. Yes, because you also have the double MOS tube anti-reverse circuit protection. It means which will prevent the battery current from flowing back to the solar cells at the night to cause the power loss. And more, it has power of memory function, automatically memorize intention of the last use setting.
Oh, okay. These are important functions.
Yes.
Let's see the middle. It has a large screen LCD display. It can fully show the charging and discharging parameters. And there are three buttons here.
Yes, on the left is the menu.
Yes.
You can set up the program. On the middle and the right is up and down to choose programs.
Yeah, how about these two USB interface?
This two USB is the DC 5 volt and 2 ampere. You can charge your mobile.
Okay, the Solar Charger Controller has two comms, Pwm and Mppt nodes. This is the Pwm. About solar energy to electricity can be about 80% conversion rate.
Let me introduce more. This solar controller adapt complete the phase Pwm charging mode. It's the constant current mode, constant voltage, and the frozen charge mode.
Okay, pretty good. Let's open here. It has 6 connectors, which is divided into 3 parts. Connect the positive and negative poles of solar panel and battery and DC lamp respectively. Marisa, can you tell us how to connect?
Yes, my pleasure. Firstly, please connect the battery, and then you can connect the solar panel.
Yes.
Finally is the DC load.
Yes, these two.
Yeah, and this tool is for the solar panel. This tool is for the battery. And the last is for the DC load.
Okay.
But don't forget one important thing is you must be with the battery first, and then the solar panel, and then connect the DC load.
Okay, got it.
And this is all for this FTS series.
Yes, if you have any questions or interest about this, please contact us by the Facebook or YouTube channel, or you can check our WeChat or WhatsApp number. We will show you more details. Yes.
we will have another controller.
Yes, as we said before, we have two modes of solar controller, Pwm and Mppt. Now we will introduce another one, St-MP.
This one.
Yes, as we all know, there are two main types of solar controller. The transfer rate of Mppt is higher than Pwm. So today we are going to introduce a series of Mppt. It's this one. Yes. There are 30, 40 and 60 ampere available for this type. The transfer rate of them are up to 90%.
Yes, this type Mppt controller can automatically recognize the voltage according to the system. This system type is 12 volts and 24 volts and also the 14.8 volts, which can be automatically recognized, identified or set manually.
Okay, let's look at the function of St-MP. This is the button. This is the button menu and button down, button up, and the LCD screen display.
And the LCD screen can display the power generation, the battery volts and the capacity, charging currents, and DC output and false conditions.
Yes, and its built-in solar data monitoring interface and cooling fan. Cooling fan is here. This is the cooling fan.
And the style design make it convenient to install. There are three types of charging mode. The first one is the constant current. This type is the function that protecting electrical appliance and stabilization current.
Okay.
The second mode is the constant voltage. When the voltage is raised to a certain stage, it will come down slowly, and last mode is frozen current. That means charging with a small current when the battery is almost fully charged.
Okay. The maximum PV input voltage of solar panel is 150 volts. You need to pay attention to the cable specification. Wire diameters to be larger than 10 square millimeter copper wire is strongly recommended, and it is suitable for lead-acid batteries, colloidal batteries, and lithium-ion batteries.
You can also adjusting the current and the voltage by yourself.
Yes, and most of Mppt controllers are with overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, overload protection, and over-discharge protection, and high temperature protection. The last thing you need to pay attention to is the solar panel. Let me show you the specification of solar panel if you wanna buy it. If you have 12 volt battery installed to a 30 ampere controller, you need to implement 18 volt 450 watt solar panel. If you have 48 volt battery installed to a 60 ampere controller, you need to input mass 72 volt and 3400 watt solar panel.
Yes. Now, as you can see here, this of 6 terminals. This two one is for the solar panel, this two is for the battery, and this two is for the DC load. Also, the one important thing is the connect the battery first, and then is the solar panel, and the last is the DC load. Yes, as you can see here, this two is for the solar panel, this two is for the battery, and this two is for the DC load. The one important thing you must be to remember is connect the battery first, and then the solar panel, and the last is the DC load.
Okay. Lisa, what if reverse the positive and negative electrode? Will you causing a short circuit in the controller?
No, because our product have the short circuit protection. If you reverse the positive and the negative electrode, the controller will not work.
Okay, is this STME controller waterproof? Can it be stored outdoor?
Not exactly. Almost of the controller are not waterproof, so we do not adjust you indoor the outside.
Okay, what kind of battery can be used?
3 batteries. The first one is the lead acid battery, and the second one is the chloride battery, and the third one is the lithium battery.
What is the maximum temperature limit protection?
It's over 17 degrees, so you will not damage it easily.
And what is recommended voltage solar controller for the light bulb only?
The light bulb is based on the battery installed to the controller.
What are the voltage range and current range?
The voltage range is 12, 24, and the 38 voltage, and the current range is 38 ampere and 40 ampere and 16 ampere.
What is the warranty and coverage?
Have 1 year for the guarantee. If you send back to us if you have any questions.
Okay. And how many pieces in one carton?
For the 38 ampere is the 8 pieces for 1 carton. For the 48 ampere is 4 pieces for 1 carton. And for the 16 ampere is 4 pieces for 1 carton.
What is the lead time of delivery?
About 17 to 15 days will deliver your goods after receive your deposit.
Okay, thanks for your explanation. Marisa, could you tell us the difference between the Pwm and Mppt controller?
Yes, my pleasure. And the Pwm and the Mppt, the first one difference is the conversion rate of the Pwm is about 18%. And the conversion rate of the Mppt is about 19%. The Mppt conversion rate is better, is higher than the Pwm,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between the Fts and the Ftc?
You can see the size. This Ftc serial is bigger than this one. And also the LCD display also bigger than it.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the difference between these three, Fts, Ftc, and St-Mp?
As you can see the size, this one is bigger than these 2 times. Yeah. And this rate of the St-Mp is 13.8 ampere, 16 ampere, as 18 ampere, is 100 ampere, bigger than the Ft and the Fc. But the one important thing you must know that is the St-Mp is adapt Mppt controller mode. Mppt controller mode, and these 2 are Pwm. This one and this one is the Pwm mode. The most important difference is
And that's all for these 3 types of solar controller.
Yes.
If you have any questions or interest, you can contact us via either Facebook or YouTube channel or at our
WhatsApp and WeChat.
Yes, this is our number.
Yes.
没了，你要讲你要告诉你的解释。这样子吗
？Yes, these 3 controller also very hot show. Many customers buy from us. because of the competitive price and also for the color. Color is the green color because now only for the country, only people know about the environment. You know the color is same color with the environment.
If you buy the 60 ampere for this MPPT, the size will more bigger than this one. For this PWM controller, yeah, this is phony.
Yes, now we will show you the connection of our controller, the MPPT and the PWM.
Yes, this is the PWM and this is the MPPT.
Yes, as you can see, is the connection. Yes, for the first one, I will show you the PWM. Here, just like I mentioned before, the Fts series and Ftc series is this mode, PWM mode. Yeah. And this one is the 13 ampere controller. Also, this one is the 13 ampere control.
Yes.
So, I will show you this PWM first.
Okay.
This has 3 buttons. The first buttons, you can press it wrongly. Yeah, it will show you like this. And the second button, this one is the HV volt. Yes. And this one is the recharging current. And this one is the real-time temperature. This one is the PV charging volt. This one is the under voltage protection volt. This one is the under voltage recovery volt. Here is the load mode. This one is the solar turn-on voltage. This one is the wall solar close. It's the real-time clock. And is the low reversion open. This one is for the low reverse close. This one is for the cumulative charge capacitor. And this one is the cumulative discharge capacitor. And about the first button is about the DC load. When you press it, it will open the line. Just you can see here. Yes. Right, it's open. When you press it, then down. Yes. And then we will show you another one is the MPPT.
Yes, it is this one. It is also 30 ampere. Just we mentioned before, the connection of the controller is the same with the PWM. These two are connected to the solar panel, and middle 1, middle 2 are connected to the battery, and these two are connected to the DC load. Yes. As we can see, if we press the button menu, the LCD display will show main information. And now we press the menu. Yes, it is the parameter setting. We press to enter. We have to need the password. Okay, we can see the battery type setting. We can choose different type of battery. This is VRLA battery, and the next one is GEL, and next one is the liquid, and next one is the lithium-ion battery. Okay, let's go on. The next is the battery rated voltage. Let's press to enter. The rated voltage has the automatic. If we press, next one is 12 volt and 24 volt and 36 volt and 48 volt. Okay. Yes, the next one is the charge voltage setting. The floating charge is 13.8 volt and equalizing charge is 14.5 voltage. It is depending on the battery you need. The next one is the charge current setting. Yes, we can change this one, set limit value. You can change to 40 ampere, 50 ampere, 60 ampere, 70 ampere, 80 ampere, 90 ampere, and so on. Okay, the next one is this charge limit will set. Yes, we can see the information. Okay, that's all for the information of this one. If you need to turn on the DC bulb, you can turn on the yes. The DC bulb is connected to the controller, so it will turn on. Okay. That's all for the connection. Okay, let's there are two kinds of controller. One is Pwm and one is Mppt. And the conversion rate is Mppt is higher than Pwm.
Yes. And one important thing must be the battery. And the first is the second is the solar panel. The last is the DC load.
Okay.
Cannot be forgotten.
Yes, because the master rate is important.
Yes.
That's all for today live.
Yes.
We will show you another product later. See you later. Bye bye.
就是打开那个东西。
闭上。
Yeah, please look at this one. It has 6 terminals here. This two is for the solar panel. This one for the solar panel, and this two is for the battery here, and this two is for the DC load. Yes, and after connector, you can turn on this one, then will light.
他说的切视频，切视频。
And the important one is the second button, right?
Yes.
We can see the battery volts and the PC ampere and the real-time temperature.
Yes.
And the next one is
the PV charging load.
PV charging load.
Yes.
And the next one is
the underload protection load.
The next one.
This one is the underload coverage load. And this one is the load mode.
Yes.
This one is the solar turn on mode. This one is the voltage close.
Okay.
This one is the real-time clock. This one is the low reversion open. This one is the low reversion close. This one is for the cumulative charge. So this one is the cumulative discharge capacity.
Okay, that's
Yes.
all. And there are two USB you can use for your mobile phone, your iPad, and so on. This is 5 volt 1 ampere, and this is 5 volt 2 ampere.
Yes.